Yeah. Yeah. Like for me, like what I'm hearing from you is like whenever you're feeling like this part of like the art, like you run with that. One of my favorite entertainers and one of like somebody I look up to huge, Snoop Dogg.
Mm.
He always changes up his shit, and like he'll do a gospel album, he'll go do a reggae album, he'll like change up and do whatever he wants to do at that time, but he's still Snoop Dogg, and like
Yeah.
um, he's always himself, and always puts out but it's always something he wants to do. It's not I'm pretty sure his manager wasn't like, oh, let's do a reggae album, Snoop Lion, he was feeling that shit, so he went and did it,
Yeah.
and I feel like the same kind of like spirit from you. You're saying, hey, this is how I feel at this moment, and this is the kind of music I want to make right now. I'm gonna
Yeah.
make this, and then like maybe next week I might be like, I might be singing, and then the week after that I might be rapping, and you
Yeah.
know,
And I idle because I want to make sure that Matt McGuire, shout out to my guy Matt McGuire. Um, one thing I always say is like just because you can doesn't mean you shouldn't, like because you can kind of sing doesn't mean you should always sing. Like
right?
if I receive a beat from a producer, maybe I never worked with them or I have worked with them before. Sometimes you got to think about what suits this. I can't force. It's like my son. I'm teaching my son about shapes, geometry.
Yeah,
Can't force, a circular peg into a square hole. It's not going to work. So because
exactly.
I receive a beat and I do have the ability to sing or a rap, I have to make a choice on what
Mhm.
I feel first, and that's
Yeah,
going to dictate what the sound of the record is going to be. Like the Snoop Dogg reference, yeah, maybe he can do a reggae song, but he has to receive the information from the producers that pertains to reggae. You can't just fucking
yeah,
drop that anywhere. And you might feel that way, and you might feel that way because maybe he was in a current state where he was smoking enough dope where he felt good enough to be able to do
yeah,
that. But also, like, I got to make a choice, and I got to make a choice for myself to feel good about it, but also
yeah,
for my listeners because my listeners can spot the fake. That's why I'm not big on trends, right?
for
Like,
sure.
I feel like my sound should be the trend when I'm on a song, enough so that I get my people to want to advocate for it. And my boy Eddie Art knows, like, he's not a big fan of the fucking R&B shit. So I put a record out, but he's waiting for the rap shit. But I can't make choices just for my listeners. I make choices for myself, but I
For
have to
sure.
be as authentic to myself to make sense for my listeners, and that's how I keep my
Exactly.
listeners, right?
Yeah. I mean, like back when like if I ever did like it's been a long time since I've done something for just for the listeners, and like to me like to go back to that, it was very like cringeworthy. So like to me now when I look back at my catalog, like it's just me. When I look back at my catalog of like interviews and shit like that, I'm like, yo, that's me how I was at that moment. And and definitely I probably I probably wouldn't even like the show. I probably would have like stopped doing it if I was trying to like keep up with like how people thought I should interview people. You know?